Every day they step out, the visually impaired directly put themselves in harm's way. Those with worse vision are 1.7 times more likely to fall, even with a traditional blind walking cane. The blind cane industry is relatively stagnant, with very few changes being made, and exhibits all the traits of a blue ocean. And given that the cane market is projected to reach upwards of $2.5 billion by the year 2032, it holds a lot of potential. Let's look at the various problems plaguing this industry. Firstly, the conventional white cane lacks the ability to accurately detect objects. White canes require a sweeping motion to semi-accurately detect objects within a 1 meter distance, and depending on the speed somebody is walking at, that can be extremely inaccurate. That is why, according to the University of Santa Cruz, almost 90% of the visually impaired experience at least one fall in their lives, even after using a blind cane. And not only that, the tapping mechanism that is frequently used to detect these objects can be very inaccurate, as the plastic tips of the cane can be subject to wear and tear, rendering them useless after a short period of time. Secondly, price is a plaguing factor in the industry. For those white canes that cost minimal amounts, their durability is almost non-existent. White canes are typically made out of aluminum and cheap plastic that can be subject to wear and tear, and for those canes that have even a little bit of technology, they are priced outrageously, with some clocking in at $600 or $700. Nobody wants to pay that much for a necessity, for something they need on a daily basis. Lastly, maneuverability is yet another issue. The nature of white canes requires users to constantly sweep the cane back and forth, and any lull in movement can result in severe injuries, as highlighted previously. This in turn requires a lot of physical exertion, which can compound on the visually impaired, as quote, patients with visual impairments experience more severe fatigue symptoms than people with normal sight, according to the National Library of Medicine. With that being said, what can we do to fix this issue? Well, here comes the SmartStick. Its groundbreaking design with 3 LiDAR sensors ensures that instead of users oscillating the cane back and forth, they can simply roll the cane along and receive information through vibrations. So let's look at the 4 pieces that distance the SmartStick from all its competitors in the current market. Let's look at the sensors. LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging, and these LiDAR sensors send out a ray of light that collides with objects and bounces back, allowing for the sensor to calculate the distance. LiDAR sensors are used in many high-tech contraptions like self-driving cars and helicopter autopilots, making this type of technology very proven and useful. And the 1.2-inch sensor allows for 3 to fit in the base, 1 for each direction of detection, and with a range of 2 meters, they beat out everything in the current market. Secondly, let's look at the pinpoint vibrations. Each of the LiDAR sensors calculates the distance to an object within a millisecond, and those readings travel to a computer within the base and finally reach their respective coin motor in the handle, where the closer an object, the more powerful the vibration, allowing for the user to sense direction and speed of an object. Thirdly, increased simplicity. In the status quo, the user has to drag the conventional cane across the ground, but with the SmartStick, all the user has to do is simply roll it along and let the SmartStick do the rest. And additionally, in the status quo, the traditional cane requires the learning of countless methods for operation, and the tech-heavy canes require the user to take courses just to get familiar with the contraption. But the SmartStick is as easy as this. Power it on, simply push it along and let it do the rest. Lastly, its durability. Almost all current blind canes, whether it be traditional or tech-heavy, lack the durability our target market requires because the base of the cane is faulty. So with the wheel installed in our base, the SmartStick never even has to touch the ground, making it immune to the wear and tear that all canes experience in the status quo. And additionally, the shelf life for most white canes can be only 3 to 4 weeks, according to the National Federation of Blinds. So to come at that, our base will be made of ABS, which is a really strong plastic yet cheap to produce, ensuring low prices for us and state-of-the-art durability for our users. Now, the current market is ripe with potential. The 2 biggest competitors are Bideham, the traditional white cane, and WeWalk, the current smart cane, and both of them have countless issues that hinder the visually impaired. The changes to the SmartStick are truly groundbreaking, taking inspiration from our buyer utility map, allowing for this product to revolutionize the industry by creating so many new categories. Our market is very ripe, with over 8 million people who are visually impaired and 340,000 who are blind just in this country, and that trend grows with a larger scope. Let's run through some numbers. With a profit of around $40, the break-even point for the SmartStick is 500 units with $20,000 of fixed costs, and we project a return on investment of 300% with 2,000 units sold. Furthermore, when interviewed, Dr. Deepa Kamal, an ER specialist, said that it was, quote, leaps and bounds better than the conventional cane, and said she would recommend this product to anyone. And with pending patents and prototypes, SmartStick is well on its way to revolutionizing the industry. So let's make the switch and move away from the rocky status quo to a smooth future filled with the SmartStick.